Good afternoon, esteemed Principal Sir, Principal Ma'am, Honorable Director Sir, Director Ma'am, TIC Ma'am, dear students, and my colleagues. As we gather here today, I am reminded of the wise words of Nelson Mandela, who once said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Today, as we embark on our presentation day journey, we are reminded of the transformative power of education. It is with great pleasure that we come together to showcase the knowledge, creativity, and dedication of our students, including our class, the Mind Mathematics. Without further delay, let us commence this day of inspiration, learning, and creativity. Thank you. First up, on our presentation day, we are diving into the captivating realm of English language. Our class, the Mind Mathematics, will be exploring the verbal dimensions of action verb, helping verb, and linking verb in an engaging conversational skit. So let me call the students Saliha Parvin as teacher, Joyjit Sinha as active action, Ronik Sinha as helping hand, Arpita Arun as linking lily, and Avinav Pandey as curious student.
Good morning, class. Today we are on Walk Warriors exploring the fascinating of world. Meet our friends Joyjit, Active Action Joyjit, Helping Hand Running, Linking Lily Arpita, and Curious Student Avinav.
Hi, hi teacher. What are verbs?
Excellent question. Verbs are words that show action, state of being, occurrences, and so let us learn more about it.
Hello everyone. I am Active Action. I love doing things. I run, jump, sing, and play. Action words and verbs like me bring life to sentences.
And I am helping hand. I am always ready to assist. I am is, are, was, and were. These are some of the helping verbs that support action verbs like active action. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Linking Lee. I link things when action seems tired. He seems exhausted. See how I link things together.
Understood. Verbs can be helping, active, and linking.
Exactly. Okay, now let us learn again through an example. Class, think of a sentence and let's identify verb together.
I have a sentence. She runs swiftly, is always smiling, and feels content. Here, runs is action verb, is helping verb, and feels is linking verb.
Fantastic job everyone. Verbs are the building blocks of sentence, adding and support connection. Keep exploring the world of word. Thank you.
Well, that was amazing and very informative. Thank you, dear students. Prepare to delve into a crucial and pressing issue of our time. Our next presentation sheds light on the vital resource that is water, with topics ranging from the significance of water to the challenges of water pollution and the imperative of water conservation. The students are ready to captivate your attention and inspire action. The topic is water is an important resource. Let me call Joyjit Sinha with importance of water, Avinav Pandey with water pollution, and Mika Pradyut Chaudhary with water conservation.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected Principal Sir, Principal Ma'am, Director Sir, Director Ma'am, TIC Ma'am, teachers, and all my dear brothers and sisters present out here. Let's shed light on importance of water, causes of water pollution and ways to conserve water. Importance of water. Along with air and food, water is one of the essential requirements for the sustenance of all life forms on earth. Plants depend on water for absorption and transportation of minerals and nutrients, preparing food by the process of photosynthesis and seed germination. Even desert plants need water. On the other hand, aquatic plants and animals depend on nutrients and oxygen dissolved in water for their survival. Water is essential for animals and human beings to carry out various body processes such as digestion, excretion, and respiration. Water also plays a key role in controlling our body temperature. Water is also required in large quantities for industrial processes, construction processes, generation of electricity using dams, and agriculture activities. Water is also a good medium for goods, services, and people through boats and ships. Throughout the day, we use water for many household activities such as washing, cleaning, bathing, cooking, and gardening. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Abhinav Pandey and is going to talk about pollution of water. We know that rain is the purest natural source of water source on earth. However, as rain falls through the air, it dissolves gases such as carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide in it. Rainwater also mixes with the dust and smoke particles present in the air. As rainwater falls through the land, it dissolves a wide range of substances in it. Causes of water pollution are: number 1, domestic waste and sewage. It includes all kinds of waste produced during the household activities. Human waste and livestock waste are released into water bodies in a haphazard manner. This leads to pollution of water. Number 2 is agricultural waste. Chemical fertilizers, pesticides, and insecticides are often used excess in agriculture, which causes the pollution of water. Number 3, human activities. Human activities such as bathing cattle, cleaning vehicles on the banks of river leads to the pollution of water. Number 4, oil spills. Often oil and petroleum get accidentally leaked from ships and tankers. This is called oil spills. This is one of the most major causes of water pollution and poses a threat to marine life.
Good morning, everyone. I am Good morning, everyone. I am Meka Pradyun Chaudhary. Today, I am going to talk about conservation of water. Only a very small part of water is fit for human consumption. Therefore, it becomes all important that we do not waste water and try to conserve it as much as possible. Some of the common practices for conservation of water are as follows. Dams are built across rivers to prevent flooding during heavy rains. This also helps in storage of water for later use. The water stored at a dam can be used to generate hydroelectricity. Rainwater harvesting is a process of collecting and storing rainwater for future use. The rainwater can be collected on the terrace of our buildings, then it can be directed to the tanks made underground through a pipeline. This helps in replenishing rainwater. Thank you.
Thank you, dear students. As we conclude our exploration of the importance of water, let us carry forward the knowledge shared today. Water is not just a resource, it is a lifeline for our planet. Let's commit to preserving and protecting this precious resource.
Thank you.
Now, we have the presentation for value education. In a powerful depiction, we witness senior boys bullying a junior, shedding light on the harsh reality of this issue. Join us as we get into the depth of the impact of bullying. Let me call upon Meeka Pradyum Chaudhary, Arpita Arun, Deboshmita Roy, Sushmita Sarkar, and Saliha Parve.
Hello friends, did you see what just happened here? This is called bullying. Can you tell me more about it? Bullying is when someone aggressively uses their power to target another people with repeated unwanted hurting them physically and emotionally. And you know, my friend, there are different types of bullying: physical bullying, verbal bullying, social bullying, and cyber bullying. Physical bullying are hitting, kicking, blocking our way. Next is verbal bullying. Verbal bullying includes name calling, insult, teasing, homophobic, and rest. Next is social bullying and cyberbullying. Social bullying is lying and spreading rumors, leaving someone out on purpose, telling others to not to be friends with someone, imitating other, embarrassing other in public, damaging someone's reputation or relationship. Cyberbullying. Cyberbullying include posting, sending hurtful texts, making online threat, imitating imitating other and using their login, spreading nasty gossips or rumors. So friends, you're picked on a bullet. Here are 5 things you can do to help being a target. We should stand straight and walk confidently in a way that shows that we deserve respect. You should tell your parents and trusted elders. You should avoid situation by acting or being smart. Don't be a coward. Say no to their demands and then start. Stand up, support other and ask for support if someone is being bullied. Speak up if someone is being executive, include them in your group. Thank you for joining us.
Stand together. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
That was impactful. Thank you, dear students. Quoting the Bible, Colossians 3:12, put on a heart of compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Let us strive to create a kinder and more supportive environment for all. Thank you.
Stop bullying.
Moving on to maths, the topic is concept on basic geometry ideas. Today, our presentation focuses on basic geometric ideas, laying the foundation for understanding the world of shapes and figures. Let us present the beauty of mathematics in its simplest form. Let me call Khushi Thapa with History of Geometry, Meeka Pradyum Chaudhary with the answer to what is geometry, Arpita Arun brings point, line segment, line and ray, Rohan Day with intersecting and parallel lines, Abhinav Pandey with angles, Momita Sarkar brings triangles, Sushmita Sarkar with quadrilaterals, Khushi Thapa with circles.
Good afternoon, respected Principal Sir, Principal Ma'am, Director Sir, Director Ma'am, TIC Ma'am, teachers, and all my dear brothers and sisters. I am Khushi Thapa with my friends. I am Meeka Pradyum Chaudhary. I am Shushmita Sarkar. I am Rohan De.
I am Abhinav Pandey.
I am Momita Sarkar. And I am Arpita Arun. From class 6, we are presenting maths presentation on the topic conversion of basic geometric ideas. My point is history of geometry. Geometry is a Greek word derived from geometron. Geo means earth and metron means measurement. Therefore, geometry means measurement of land. Geometry was introduced by Euclid 325 to 265 BC of Alexandria. He is known as the father of geometry. His famous book is known as the Elements.
My point is, what is geometry? Geometry is a branch of mathematics which deals with the properties and relation, just as maths deals with numbers. Geometry deals with figures, lines, points, and different shape surroundings.
My topic is point, line segment, and ray. Point. A point is represented by a small dot. It is denoted by alphabet. Line segment. Line segment corresponds the shortest distance between 2 points. Line. A line is obtained when a line segment like AB is going endlessly in both the direction. A ray. A ray is formed when a line starts from one direction and goes endlessly in the other direction.
My point is intersecting line and parallel line. Intersecting line, two distance line meeting at one point called intersecting line. Parallel line. The line in a plane are said to be parallel if they do not meet at any point or they do not have any common point. My point is angle. An angle has two parts, vertex and arm. The point where two rays meet is known to be the vertex of that angle. The two rays which meet at the vertex are known to be the arms of that angle. There are 7 different types of angle: zero angle, acute angle, obtuse angle, right angle, straight angle, reflex angle, and complete angle.
My point is triangle. A triangle is a three-sided polygon or a simple closed figure made up of line segments. In a triangle, the corners are called vertices and the line segments are called sides. So a triangle has 3 vertices, 3 angles and 3 sides. Thank you.
My point is quadrilateral. A four-side polygon is called a quadrilateral. It has 4 sides, 4 angles, 4 vertical and 2 diagonal. My point is circle. A circle is the path of a point moving at the same distance from the fixed point. The fixed point is the center, the fixed point is the radius, and the distance around the circle is called circumference. A chord of a circle is a line segment in any 2 points on the circle.
My point is conclusion. The basic geometric ideas in geometry are based on line, rays, and planes. Explained in the coordinating geometry. The different shapes in geometry help us to understand the different shapes in our day-to-day life. With the help of the shapes of geometry, we can measure the perimeter, area, and volume of the shapes. Thank you.
Thank you. That was very informative. Mathematics is the language of the universe, and geometry is its elegant expression. Let's continue to embrace and appreciate the geometric wonders that surround us every day. The tech enthusiasts are ready. We are delving into the crucial realms of cybersecurity and networking. Get ready to explore how to safeguard your digital world and connect securely in the vast cyber landscape. Let me call upon Ronik Sinha, Joyjit Sinha, Rohan De, Avinav Pandey, Devoshmita Roy, Sushmita Sarkar, Khushi Thapa, Momita Sarkar, Saliha Parvin, and Arpita Anu.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Arpita Arun, presenting Class 6 with our computer presentation. The topic for our presentation is cybersecurity and networking. The presentation will be conducted by Narrator 1 and his team.
narrator 2 and his team, and narrator 3 and her team. So let's begin the presentation.
Welcome to our cybersecurity and networking presentation. Today, we will be talking on the topic the importance of staying safe online and how networks connect our devices. Georgie, imagine you are playing a fun game on your computer when suddenly a strange pop-up appears. It claims you have won a free prize, but you need to enter your personal information to claim it. What do you do, Georgie?
I'd be tempted to put my information, but I know it is important to be safe online. I close the pop-up and tell my parents.
Thank you, Georgie. Rohan. Now let's receive an email from a friend asking for your password. Would you give it to them?
No way. I would never give out my password even to a friend. Password are like the keys to our online accounts and we should never share them with anyone.
It's a smart decision, Georgie. Rohan. Never give out personal information online unless you are sure it's safe and trusted website.
I am Abhinav Pandey, representing narrator 2 with my friends.
I am Devoshmita Roy. I am Shushmita Sarkar.
Now let's switch gears and talk about networking basics. Imagine Devoshmita, you are at a school party and want to share your friends a funny video on his phone. How would you share it?
I would connect my phone to a mobile network or a Wi-Fi connection and then send the video to my friend's phone.
That's a great way to share files using a mobile network. A network is like a group of friends who can talk to each other and share things. Now imagine Shushmita, you are at home and want to play a game on your computer. How would you play it?
We could use the internet to connect our computer. The internet like a giant network that's connect all over the world.
Exactly. The internet allows us to share files, play games, and communicate with people from all over the place. Thank you.
My name is Khushi Thapa and I am narrator 3. I am presenting networking security with my friends.
I am Momita Sarkar.
And I am Salia Praveen. Momita, just like we need to be careful in the real world, we also need to be careful while using public Wi-Fi network. What precautions will you take, Momita?
I would avoid accessing sensitive information like bank accounts or social media. I would also make sure that the Wi-Fi network is secure before connecting my device.
Likewise, public Wi-Fi can be vulnerable to cyber attacks, so it is important to be cautious. Let's say you have received an email from unknown sender and asking you to click on a link. What will you do, Salia? I would be suspicious and wouldn't click on the link. I would check with the sender to make sure that the email is legitimate before clicking anything. Great thinking. Manipulous links can be lead to phishing website or malware attacks. So it is important to be vigilant.
Thank you all the narrator for their wonderful act. In today's digital world, cybersecurity and networking are essential for staying safe and connected. By following the tips, we can protect ourselves and our device online.
Thank you for joining us. Together we can create a safer and more connected world for everyone.
Thank you, dear students. As we conclude our exploration of cybersecurity and networking, let's remember the importance of staying vigilant and informed in an ever evolving digital environment. Next, we are exploring the complexities of diversity, discrimination, prejudice, and stereotype in a thought provoking talk show format. With our host, Devoshmita Roy, and our experts, Ronik Sinha, Khushi Thapa, Arpita Arun, and Avinav Pandey. To the show, Voices Unheard. Join us for an engaging discussion that challenges perspective and fosters understanding.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our talk show Voices Unheard. I'm your host, Debushmita Roy, taking you through this session. Today, we have four expert students among us who will be enlightening us such very interesting topics such as diversity, discrimination, prejudice, and stereotype. So let's welcome Ronik Sinha, Khushi Thapa, Arpita Arun, and Avinav Pandey with a big applause. It is an honor to have all of you with us. So let's begin our session with our first expert, Ronik Sinha.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Ronik Sinha and I will be talking on the topic diversity. Have you ever imagined how our society would look if everyone looked the same, wore the same type of clothes, and spoke the same language? Would it not be very boring to see the same things every day? Our society consists of different people, languages, religions, cultures, traditions. We are all different from one another in terms of appearance, opinions, and beliefs. The state of being different from one another is termed as diversity. India is a land of diversity in terms of geographical features, languages, religions, cultures, and traditions. However, with this wide range of differences, there is oneness. This oneness is referred to as unity in diversity. The oneness of our people is reflected in the struggle for independence against British rule, our national symbols, the Constitution of India as the supreme law of the land, uniform currency, and fundamental rights provided to all the citizens of India. Thank you.
Thank you, Ronik Sinha, for that was very informative. Now, Khushi Thapa, who will be talking about diversity, discrimination.
Good morning, everyone. Today I want to talk about what is diversity. Diversity refers to practice of treating a person or group less fairly than others. Generally, people are discriminated on ground of their skin, color, caste, race, religion, language, etc. The people who are discriminated are looked down upon and denied the benefits and the status available to others in society. These people are also excluded from across to jobs and even stop living in certain neighborhoods. For example, the people who do not have enough money also the people who do not have enough money often face difficulties in big shops, expensive restaurants, post-private hospitals and other institutions. Thank you.
Thank you, Khushi Thapa. That was very informative. Now, Arpita Arun, who will be coming forward and placing her opinion about prejudice.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Arpita Arun, and thank you for this opportunity to talk about prejudice. Prejudice is prejudging people or forming opinion about a group or community without much knowledge or thought. When we form an opinion about a group or community without much knowledge or thought, we tend to see them negatively and consider them inferior to others. As a result, we deny them the rights and respect they deserve. There can be many things that we can be prejudiced about, such as region that people live, economic status, belief, etc. Thank you.
Thank you, Arpita Arun, for enlightening us about the concept of prejudice. Now, Avinav Pandey, who will be talking about stereotype.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I, Abhinav Pandey, is going to tell you about a very serious topic, which is stereotypes. Stereotype is creating preconceived opinions about a group or community at large. Creating stereotypes hinders our outlooks toward the world. For example, we often hear that boys are good at sports while girls are good at cooking. These statements restrict the image of boys and girls into one fixed, unfair idea of their capabilities. Whereas, in reality,
Girls may outperform boys in sports, and boys can be renowned cooks. Similar stereotypes can be found among the people who live in villages and urban areas. While people who live in villages are considered as poor and backwards, people who live in cities and towns are considered as rich and modern. Every person is a unique ability with a special set of their talents. Thank you.
Thank you, Avinav Pandey, for your informative deliverance. The right to equality is a fundamental right of every Indian constitution, established that to every human to be trusted without any discrimination or with respect. With this, I want to thank our expert student for your valuable time and talking about very important facts going on in our society. So let's come together and educate ourselves and let's bring a change in our life. Thank you.
That was truly enlightening. Thank you to our host and the expert panelists for an insightful talk show. We are diving into a fun presentation on constructing sentences in Bengali. Topic: বাক্য ও তার দুটি অংশ, উদ্দেশ্য ও বিধেয়. In this conversational skit, students will explain the process of forming sentences correctly. Let's explore the simple rules of Bengali language together. Let me call Ronik Sinha and Rohan Dey for the presentation.
নমস্কার, এখানে উপস্থিত সকল শিক্ষক শিক্ষিকা ও আমার বন্ধু বান্ধবকে সুপ্রভাত জানিয়ে আমি রনিক সিনহা আর আমার এক বন্ধু রোহন দে আপনাদের সামনে একটি প্রদর্শনী করতে চলেছি। আজকের প্রদর্শনীর বিষয় হলো বাক্য ও তার অংশ। রোহন, তুমি কি জানো বাক্য কি? বাক্য হলো কতগুলি এমন শব্দের সমষ্টি যা দিয়ে আমরা আমাদের মনে ভাব প্রকাশ করি। যেমন আমি ভাত খাই, আমি স্কুল যাই।
বাক্য কি রনিক? যে কোনো শব্দ যুক্ত করে হয়ে গেল। তুমি যে বললে এখনই বাক্য বানাতে হলে কি মনের ভাব যুক্ত প্রকাশ করতে হয়, তাহলে তো আমি এভাবেও বলতে পারি যে সূর্য পশ্চিম দিকে উঠছে।
না না, মনের ভাব প্রকাশ করতে গিয়ে ভুল তথ্য প্রকাশ করলে তা বাক্য হয় না। বাক্যের সমাপিকা ক্রিয়া ও অসমাপিকা ক্রিয়া খুব প্রয়োজন। সমাপিকা ক্রিয়া বাক্যে থাকা মূল ভাবটি সামনে থাকা ব্যক্তির কাছে তুলে ধরে। অসমাপিকা ক্রিয়া বাক্যে থাকে এবং এটি থাকলে কর্তা কি কাজটি করছে বা করবে তা পুরোপুরি সামনে থাকা ব্যক্তি বুঝতে বা জানতে পারে।
তাহলে অসমাপিকা ক্রিয়া কি করে?
যেমন মা আজ বাজার যাবে। আবার যদি বলি মা আজ সবজি কিনতে বাজার যাবে, তাহলে তুমি বুঝতে পারছো যে কর্তা কি উদ্দেশ্য করে বাজার যাচ্ছে। তাই বাক্যে সমাপিকা ক্রিয়া ও অসমাপিকা ক্রিয়া খুব প্রয়োজন।
তাই তো, পরের বাক্যটি দিয়ে বাজার যাওয়ার প্রকৃত উদ্দেশ্য হচ্ছে। কিন্তু রনিক, বাক্যের উদ্দেশ্য বিধেয় কোনগুলি বলতে পারবে?
উদ্দেশ্য ও বিধেয় এগুলি হলো বাক্যের দুটি অংশ। এগুলি ছাড়া বাক্য সম্পূর্ণতা পায় না।
কেন?
কারণ বাক্যে যার সম্বন্ধে যা কিছু বলা হয় তাকে উদ্দেশ্য বলে এবং বাক্যে উদ্দেশ্য সম্বন্ধে যা কিছু বলা হয় তাকে বিধেয় বলে। যেমন আমি ভাত খাই, এখানে উদ্দেশ্য হলো আমি, ভাত খাই হলো বিধেয়। এরকমই আরো হলো রাম বনে ফুল পাড়ে, এখানে উদ্দেশ্য হলো রাম ও বনে ফুল পাড়ে হলো বিধেয়।
ও, এবার বুঝলাম। রাম স্কুলে যাচ্ছে, এখানে রাম হলো উদ্দেশ্য আর স্কুলে যাচ্ছে হলো বিধেয়।
হ্যাঁ, এবার ঠিক বললে। আশা করি আমরা আপনাদেরকে বোঝাতে পেরেছি। ধন্যবাদ।
That was interesting presentation. Thank you, students. Today we embark on a journey into the world of Hindi literature as we delve into the timeless wisdom of Dohas. These profound verses have captivated minds for centuries, offering insights into life, morality, and spirituality. Let me call upon the Mind Barbarics, Arpita Arun, Saliha Parvin, जॉयजीत सिन्हा, खुशी थापा, मौमिता सरकार, मीका प्रदीप चौधरी, अभिनव पांडे and Debushrita Roy.
नमस्कार आदरणीय निर्देशक महोदय, निर्देशक महोदया, प्राचार्य महोदय, प्राचार्य महोदया, प्रभावी महोदया, शिक्षकगण एवं मेरे बहादुर भाइयों और बहनों। मैं अर्पिता अरुण, कक्षा 6वीं की छात्री, आज आप सबके सामने रहीमदास के दोहे के बारे में कुछ कहना चाह रही हूँ, जो कुछ इस प्रकार है। सबसे पहले उनका जीवन परिचय। रहीमदास का पूरा नाम अब्दुल रहीम खान था। इनका जन्म सन 1565 ईस्वी में लाहौर के जिले में हुआ था। रहीम के लोकप्रियता के आधार उनके दोहे हैं। इनके अधिकांशित नीति के दोहे हैं। तो चलिए थोड़ा प्रसिद्ध दोहे सुनते हैं।
नमस्कार, मैं आज आप सबके सामने रहीमदास जी का एक प्रसिद्ध दोहा सुनाने जा रही हूँ, जो कुछ इस प्रकार है। रहीमन देख बड़ेन को लघु न दीजिए डार, जहाँ काम आवे सुई कहाँ करे तलवार। इसका अर्थ है, रहीमदास जी कहते हैं कि बड़ी या महंगी वस्तु को हाथ लगाने पर छोटी या सस्ती वस्तु का मूल्य कम नहीं हो जाता। हर वस्तु का अपना अपना मूल्य होता है। धन्यवाद।
नमस्कार, मैं आज आपके सामने रहीमदास जी का एक शानदार दोहा सुनाने जा रही हूँ, जो कुछ इस प्रकार है। रूठे सुजन मनाए जो रूठे 100 बार, रहीमन फिर पोए टूटे मुक्ताहार। अर्थ, यदि आपका प्रिय 100 बार भी रूठे तो रूठे हुए प्रिय को मनाना चाहिए, क्योंकि यदि मोतियों की माला टूट जाए तो उन मोतियों को धागे में बार बार पिरो लेना चाहिए। धन्यवाद।
नमस्कार, मैं आज आपके सामने एक रहीमदास का अनोखा दोहा प्रस्तुत करने जा रही हूँ, जो कुछ इस प्रकार है। तरवर फल निखात ह शरवर पियहि न पान, कहीं रहीम पर काज हित संपत्ति सजे सुजन। अर्थ, वृक्ष अपने फल स्वयं नहीं खाते, शरवर भी अपना पानी खुद नहीं पीते। इसी तरह अच्छे व्यक्ति वह है जो दूसरे के लिए कार्य के लिए संपत्ति को संचित करते हैं। धन्यवाद।
नमस्ते, मैं आप सबके सामने एक रहीमदास का लोकप्रिय दोहा सुनाने जा रही हूँ, जो कुछ इस प्रकार है। रहीमन पानी रखिए बिन पानी सब सुन, पानी गए न उभरिए मोती मनुष्य चुन। अर्थ, पानी को बचा के रखिए, क्योंकि बिना पानी का सब सुन है। बिना पानी का मोती अपना चमक खो देता है, चूना सूख जाता है। ठीक उसी प्रकार सम्मान खो जाने से मनुष्य के जीने का कोई अर्थ नहीं रहता है। धन्यवाद।
नमस्कार, मैं आज आपके सामने एक रहीमदास का प्रसिद्ध दोहा सुनाने जा रहा हूँ, जो कुछ इस प्रकार है। रहीमन धागा प्रेम का मत तोड़ो चटकाए, टूटे से फिर ना जुड़े जुड़े गांठ पर जाए। रहीमदास जी कहते हैं कि प्रेम का नाता नाजुक होता है, उसे झटका देकर तोड़ना उचित नहीं होता। अगर यह प्रेम का धागा एक बार टूट जाए तो इसे जोड़ना कठिन होता है, और अगर यह जुड़ भी जाए तो टूटे हुए धागे के बीच में गांठ पड़ जाती है। धन्यवाद।
नमस्कार, मैं अभिनव पांडे आज आप सबके सामने रहीमदास का एक लोकप्रिय दोहा प्रस्तुत करने जा रहा हूँ, जो कुछ इस प्रकार है। रहीमन गति दीप की कुल कपूत गति सोए, बाड़े उजियारे लगे बड़े अंधेरो होए। अर्थ, रहीमदास जी कहना चाहते हैं कि दीपक और कुपूत का चरित्र एक जैसा ही होता है, लेकिन बढ़ते ही बढ़ते दोनों अंधेरा कर देते हैं। धन्यवाद।
नमस्कार, मैं आज आपके सामने रहीमदास जी का एक प्रसिद्ध दोहा सुनाने जा रहा हूँ, जो कुछ इस प्रकार है। रहीम निज मन का मन ही राखो गोय, सुने इतले लोग सब बाटे ना रह कोय। रहीमदास जी कहते हैं कि हमें अपनी मन की बिता को मन के भीतर ही छिपा के रखना चाहिए। कोई उसे सुनकर बांटकर कम करने वाला नहीं होता। धन्यवाद।
रहीम के दोहे से हमें सीख मिलती है कि हमें हमेशा दूसरों के लिए सदैव परोपकारी का भावना रखना चाहिए, जिस प्रकार प्रकृति हमारे लिए सदैव परोपकारी करती है। हमें हमारे दोस्तों का सुख और दुख में साथ देना चाहिए। धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद।
Let us carry the essence of these profound verses with us as we navigate our path ahead. Thank you to our students for their insightful presentation.